Hey guys, Red Panda Mining here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. This video, alright, I'm gonna be setting up a server today. Okay, from the 10 servers that I received last week, over the past 2 weeks, I am finally gonna be setting up a server with GPUs. Well, actually, I'm kind of being forced. Here's why. I just had an Octo server die, okay? My second one now in the past, like, well, no, I received this one, but it didn't work when I received it. But this one has finally died after, I think 6 months runtime. I don't remember when I set this up. I think it was in December. But yeah, it's not working anymore. This is the one where I had my 1060s on SimplePod.ai. So I got all the GPUs out here because I've been figuring out why this thing is not posting now. So it was on, but nothing came up on the screen. I didn't get any video out. I can get into the IPMI. It showed that one of the CPUs was over temperature. So I did change the thermal paste and I swapped out some RAM and it still doesn't work. So I think the whole board is toast. Something is definitely wrong. So I'm not gonna troubleshoot any further on this server until another time. I really need to get these 1060s back on. So I'm gonna place them in my new servers. Well, new to me servers. They're like, I think 5 or 6 years old, but they're PCIe Gen 3.0 generation PCIe slots. So they're not PCIe 4.0 or 5.0. But anyways, I have the 3060 here. Okay, you can see that they're deshrouded because I had a temperature issue in the Octo server. I don't know if these are gonna have temperature issues. We're gonna go through that, I guess, when I set this thing up, and we'll see if it works. But we got to do a bunch of other things. I got to install 2 new CPUs in these servers. Okay, I got to take out the silver CPUs and put in these Intel Xeon Golds, 6152s, and these are 22 core, 44 thread each CPU. So yeah, that'll be much better for these. Some people were asking, Red Panda, why didn't you get the platinum CPUs? Well, they costed a lot more. If I were to buy 20 of them, which I bought these 20 6152s, or 22 of them, for 350 bucks on eBay. The platinum CPUs were like over, I don't know, 80 to 100 and 150 dollars depending which model. So I didn't want to spend that kind of money for 20 of those platinum CPUs. I didn't think the platinum series was going to be that much better than the 6152s. You guys can let me know, but I went the cheaper route. And then we got to upgrade the memory on all of these. I got 32 sticks of 16 gigabyte 2400 megahertz RDIMM RAM. So that'll be for today's video as well. That's going to be fun. And then I also got in my M.2 to U.2 host adapter drives. Okay, well, I can put an M.2 into here, and then this is the U.2 that slides into the front. So it looks like I can easily screw this into the caddy. It's gonna go into, I'm assuming, the first slot here, and yeah, that's gonna be my storage. I still have not received my U.2 drives yet. I ordered a bunch of Intel 2 terabyte ones off eBay, and I feel like they're lost or got stolen. Seem like they're still stuck at this eBay distribution center over the past like 3 weeks. I think I got scammed. Then after the CPUs, RAM, I have to set up the GPU. So this video, this is probably gonna be a very long video. I'm gonna be placing all the 3060s, 12 gigabyte EVGA 3060s into this server, even at the top. One thing I am worried about is how tight the PCIe slots are gonna be on this server. I mean, I should be able to fit 8 in the bottom here, and then another 2 right up here. Okay, so we're gonna have fun figuring that out, and I'm not sure if that's gonna bode well, because you can see here, okay, I think the 8-pin PCIe up at the top is gonna be covered by this. So we may have an issue. I may not be able to install 10. I may only be able to install 8 of them. So that's what we'll have to figure out. And I also need to figure out if this is PCIe or EPS. So stay tuned in this video, guys. So we'll begin right after today's video sponsor. Enterprise AI is the biggest money story of the decade, and it's been closed to you until now. Terra Compute builds enterprise-grade dual EPYC GPU servers. After 3 years of R&D at their own data center, Terra Compute is now open for business. Hosted in their own data center at a former US military base in Indiana on a locked utility rate no marketplace can touch. You buy, we host, no monthly fees, we rent it to enterprise buyers who pay a premium, and you earn more than the regular platforms currently out there. If we don't rent it, we don't get paid. Write the whole purchase off with Section 179, and at the end of your contract, if you're not happy, we ship the server to your door. You own real hardware. Real data center. Fast deployment. Real returns. Inquire through a special form, link in the video description below. Terra Compute. Infrastructure as a service. Okay, all right. I just found a bunch of EPS to PCIe cables, so hopefully this will work. I also found some the new revision NVIDIA power plug for the newer edge GPUs going into, I think this is EPS. So I was just test fitting here. Okay, I have a 3060 and this end does not fit into here. It just doesn't go in. So let me just, I want to verify this before we do anything, because if I can't plug in the GPUs, there's no point doing this video. So I'm gonna grab one of these. Okay, so this is PCIe at this end. And then this, I'm gonna grab this cable, which I think is this one. Okay, I'm gonna assume these are EPS as well, because these are meant for, actually, I should just show you guys here. These are meant for the A100s or something like that, or the V100s. Sorry, not the A100s. I think V100s, and I think this fits in here. Yeah, EPS. So this is a 170HX, and this fits no problem. So let me just take out this cable, or just let me hang it there. Let me plug in not the PCIe side, but the, I think this is EPS. Yep, there we go. That fits. And then this is 8-pin. PCIe, and this is gonna go into the 3060 like so. Yeah, okay, so that should work, hopefully, assuming it can go over the notches or the platform for the top here. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so that should work. Should. I say that now, watch it probably not work later on in this video. Okay, so we're gonna do the GPUs last. I wanna do the CPUs and the RAM first. And then I wanna boot the machine on just to make sure in the BIOS we can see the 2 new CPUs and the RAM, which I need to figure out how the RAM is going to be situated, because there definitely is a proper way to mount the RAM into the motherboard, especially if you're doing it evenly on each side. So we'll figure that out. We'll do the CPUs first. Okay, so I want to take the CPUs out. So I think this is one of the first times I'm actually removing one of these heat sinks off a, I think this is a 2nd gen Xeon. And okay, I got my insulated screwdriver here, and I see this torque. There's 4 torque screws I think I have to unscrew here. And by torque, I mean this is the end of the tip. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Okay, let me take out the other one here. There's 2 on this side. It looks like there's 6, but the other 2 are not screws. They're just sitting there. Just make sure it slides in. Okay, I'm gonna take out this screw. POV style. Again, let me know if you guys like this style video. This is it. This is how I'm gonna do a lot of my server. Like I said, I was gonna do my server videos like this. Okay. All right, let's see if this comes out now. Nope. Nope, it's not unscrewed all the way. Let me do this one. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, that was, oh, wait, it's stuck to the, ooh, that's scary. Good thing it didn't fall in and, like, you know, destroy the pins. The pins look okay. Is this just completely stuck, or is this supposed to be, oh, no. Oh, it's like clipped in. Oh, I see. Oh, it's clipped in on both sides. Okay, I see. So do I just go like this? And does it slide out? How does the CPU come out? Plastic piece here that comes out. Okay, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this, Goes like that. Okay, and then it's like these little, it's like a clip. Yeah, interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, and that's how it comes off. Now, how do I take out the CPU? All right, let me just get all the thermal paste off, which is it completely caked, by the way. Definitely. Anyway, let me. Looks like I can just pull the CPU out like that. Okay. All right, this is the Xeon Bronze 3204s. I thought these were silvers. Never mind, these are bronze. Okay, let me put them nicely over here. Okay, and that looks good. Now I need to clean off the thermal paste on here using isopropyl to clean it, and that should be good. Looks good to me. Good enough. Okay, I'm gonna install the new one. Make sure I don't drop anything on the CPU. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go grab one of these, and okay, it's gonna go in this clip. Which way does it go? I screwed up. Okay, I just gotta follow the arrow on the okay, so you know what if I put the CPU in first? Okay, all right, so CPU is locked in there. Now how about can I plug this in now? Yeah, I think this can go in first. Clip, I'm gonna assume the notches go into these two sides, which correspond there. Let's push that in. All right, how about that? Did that work? What if I lifted it? Yeah, okay. All right, so it looks like that. The two notches are locked in there. Okay. That looks good. That was easy. CPU is in. Give it a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, it looks to be in there. Now the heat sink. Okay, no, thermal paste. Okay, I'm gonna use Arctic MX6. All right, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do an X. Oh, wow, there's no more thermal paste in here. Oh, all right, let's use some Noctua stuff then. Oh, I think I'm gonna run out of thermal paste. Oh, okay, wow, I'm out of thermal paste on this one. Great, okay, let me, last one here. Let's do this one. And yeah, we got thermal paste. Okay, good. All right, I'm just gonna do a massive X, massive dot. Oh, and I ran out of thermal paste. Okay, wow, this is great. Wow, and I was not recording. Okay, I found more MX6 and some other thermal paste. I had finished it with the other thermal paste here, and I'm just screwing it in, and okay, there we go. Let's do the second one. You know what? I'm not even gonna record the second one. I'm just gonna port you guys to the next step, which is gonna be the RAM, all right? So be right back. It even says on top of the CPU cooler, assembly order. It should be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I definitely did not follow that. Okay, so before we do the RAM, so I want to make sure the two CPUs that we just put in, the 6152 Gold Xeons, are gonna work. So before I do anything else, so like process of elimination in case something breaks, you know, we got to make sure every time I change something, I want to make sure it works. All right, so I got the mouse, keyboard, monitor plugged in for the first one. Let's plug in the power. Here we go. Do it at the top one here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and this one I have to press the power button. Yes, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Please no smoke. Okay. I think it's working. Oh, it's screaming. Oh God, it's screaming. Okay, it's been about 30 seconds. It's still on this BMC initialize. I hope that I wonder if I have to do a BIOS update, because I think the BIOS on these are from 2021. I think there's a new Gigabyte BIOS for this motherboard. And yeah, it's a Gigabyte MG 61-G40 Rev 1.0 DDR4. Oh, yeah, there we go. Memory initialization. Okay, I think it's good. Oh, we'll see if I can get in the BIOS first. Memory initialization. I didn't put in any memory yet. These still have the 4 gig sticks. First thing we want to see is make sure that these CPUs are actually working or not. Chipset initialize, Intel ME initialization. Good signs, good signs. The CPU's initialized. Oh, it's gone away. Gigabyte. All right, Dell, enter setup. Good sign, good sign. Okay, and we're in. All right, Xeon Gold 61.5. Okay, you know, let's just go to processor config. And we should see, yeah, Xeon Gold 6152 CPUs, 2.1 gigahertz. And does it say the cores? No, it doesn't say the core here, but yeah, it should be 22 core, 44 thread each. So 44 cores, 88 threads. Hyper-threading is enabled. What's Intel TXT? Disabled. That's disabled. Okay, now the fans are quieting down, thank God. Okay, is there like a, what's the VMware, the VM, do I need to enable that? Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Advanced power management, no. PCH, no. Miscellaneous active video, no. Firmware, common ref, no. All right, well, I'll figure that out next time. Yeah, anyway, that's the main thing I wanted to see. 2 6152s. Okay, we're good. Let's shut her down and let's do the RAM now. Okay, so we have 16 gigs stock right now, 2133. All right, so let's turn it off. Let me unplug the power. All right, let's do the RAM now. I want to read the manual. Okay, so these are 6-channel memory compatible. Okay, so RDIMM, so it looks like native is 266.6, but I don't have that. I have 2400 megahertz RAM. Okay, here it is. Optimal performance population table for the DIMMs. Okay, so I'm just gonna put, let's see, if I do 10, 12 gig cards, that's gonna be 120 gigabytes of VRAM. Now, I've been told I need to have at least the same amount of memory. So could I just put 128 gigabytes of RAM? Yeah, I think that's fine, right? So I have 16 gig sticks. That means I need to populate it in, let's say, I think 8 sticks. So I need to do the 8 DIMMs. Okay, I need to go to A0, A1, B0, B1. Those need to be slotted in, and then the other side needs to be slotted in 4 sticks. So wait a sec, it's not 8 DIMMs. This is per side. So if I'm doing 128 gig for the whole system, I need to do 4 DIMM on each side. Okay, so it'll be A1, B0, D0, and then E0 for 4 DIMMs on each CPU. Okay, that makes sense. Whew. I almost screwed up there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put the RAM in. Okay, so back at the server. All right, so I gotta replace these 2 with the 16 gig sticks. I need to put another 2 on this side, and then another 2 here, and then another 2 on the other side. Okay, let me do that right now. Let's take out the existing RAM. Okay. 4 gig DDR4 2133. Nice. Okay, so not using these. If anyone wants this RAM, let me know, or maybe I should try to recoup some money. I should just sell it, but I don't know how many people out there are actually going to use 4 gigabyte DDR4. Oh, almost dropped the keyboard. That would have been just terrible. Okay, this RAM's coming out. Okay, all the RAM is out now. Let's get the 16 gig sticks here. I need, let's start with 4. Okay. Not sure if these work or not, Mr. Fully Electric. Thank you for sending these to me. Bought these off of you for $12.80. Okay, so 16 gig, 2400 megahertz. Okay, just referencing A0 and B0 is the second one and 4th one in. Okay. Let's do it. All right, let's do it on this side here. Or no, let's start on, yeah, this side. No, the other side, yeah. So that's gonna be the same as where we had the other 2 RAM. Make sure I put it in correctly. Okay, it's snapped in, perfect. Second one. Snapped in. Whew. I'm getting sweaty, guys. Working on server stuff, you know, I make sure I don't want to like crack things, right, or break things. Okay, the other side. Oh, gonna make sure, is that the same way? RAM is the same way on this side? Yeah, it is. Snap in. Okay, good. Next one on this side. There we go. Oh, that one did not snap in. Okay, that one snapped in. All right. 4 RAM, 6 of RAM on that side. I need another 4. Here we go. This is getting hard, guys. This is sweating. I'm sweating. Here we go. 4 sticks. Okay, let's go. On this side here, B0, A0, or it's going to be a different, I think it's G0 now on this side. Whatever. Okay, snapped in. Here we go. Snap in. Other 2 more left. God, I hope this works. Snapped in. Last stick. Here we go. Last stick. And snap in. Okay. All right, we're snapped in. All 8 sticks of 16 gigabytes. So we should have 128 gigabytes of RAM now. All right, let's turn her on and see if it boots. Let's try the bottom power. I think that's the last one I haven't tried yet. I tried the middle one, I tried the top one. Okay, and let's hit the power button. 3, 2, 1. It's gonna scream. All right, let's see if this RAM works. Ooh, super loud. Okay, memory initialization. Will it get past this? Let's see. Real time. It would be funny if we had an error. Like, knowing my luck, I wouldn't doubt that we would have an issue with the memory. I've had a lot of issues with memory in the past, but not with like ECC memory, right? This is DDR4, 2400 megahertz, ECC RDIMM. I've had pretty good luck with that RAM, knock on wood. Now watch, this is, watch, these are, oh, it worked, I think. Or, I'll wait till we get to the setup. I want to see 16 or 128 gigs of RAM booted first. Okay. Waiting. Initializing. All right. Let's see if the setup comes up. Gigabyte. Yep. Setup. Hit delete. Okay. All right. Let's see if it goes in the BIOS. Entering setup. Come on. It's taking a little bit. Taking its time. There we go. Okay. All right. So there's the CPUs. All right. Usable memory. It says we have 131,072 megabytes. 2400 megahertz. Yeah, it works. There we go. 128 gigs of RAM is working. Ah, so happy. Well, maybe, no, you know what? No time for that. I was gonna maybe run like a, what's a mem test on all these, but I don't think we need to. I'm positive this is working. All right, we got a lot of RAM in there. Good enough. Okay, confirmed. CPUs. RAM is good. Now I need to do the GPUs. No, do I need to do the U.2 drive? No, that's last. Because I do want to boot off the same one because there is a client who was using the 3060s. I hope his data will still work on this or on this server. We'll see. I hope I don't want to lose his data. So, okay, now let's turn the server off. Okay, let's turn the server off because we know that's good now. All right, okay, and let's take out the power. Okay, guys. All right, I'm bringing you guys on the journey here. This is the first time I'm gonna, let's just take this out now. I don't know how this works, how I can get inside to put the 3060s, and this part right here is the top of the, okay, that was easy. So this is the fans for the 2 GPUs that go on the top. All right, let me just, okay, that's pretty cool. The fans are right there. So let me just put that right there. Now, how do I take off this part? Okay, I see some screws here. 2 screws. Can I just lift this whole thing up? Oh, there's a latch here. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, that was easy. Oh, I see another latch over here. Okay, and then another latch over here. Ah, okay. It like slides out, but then all the PCIe slots are stuck there. Okay, let me just move some stuff here. Can I just? Okay, it goes like. Okay, I see the PCIe cables are going into a smaller slot here. Interesting. Okay, can I just rest it like this? Okay, I'm just gonna rest it like that because I don't want to take out the cables. Okay, it's not resting. Hold on. There we go. All right, good enough. Okay. All right, I now have access to these 8 PCIe slots. So, okay, biggest question is, okay, there's really not much room here. Here are all the EPS cables. So I know for a fact we are going to have to remove all these because these will not work with the 3060s. So let me remove all these. So confirmed, yeah, I did confirm in the beginning that these are all EPS. Let's just take out all these. I'll have use for, well, actually, I am potentially getting some V100 32GB cards in. So these cables would then work with those cards. It's just the 3060s don't have EPS power. Oh, this is gonna fall. Okay, and let's just get these cables out of the way. Okay, oh, I see a hanging cable here. Okay, so there's only 10 EPS connectors at the top there. Are there any more at the bottom? Nope. So that's the only power. Okay, so that's gonna be I'm just thinking about the future. If I'm going to be adding potentially other GPUs, because I do want to try with this cable, the new 12 HPRW, whatever, HWR cable. These are 2 EPS, so I could fit 5 450 series or even some 40 series cards in here and utilize these 2 here, right? This is EPS, yeah, EPS here, and then EPS here. And then I could take out this, I don't need this, right? Then I can add in higher DIN slots, higher DIN GPUs. You know what? Let me get a bigger GPU before I put in the 3060s. Okay, I don't have a 40 series or 50 series GPU I can try, but this is a 3080. So it's a little bit higher than, you know, regular 2 slot and a little bit wider, but the width, sorry, doesn't matter to me. It's I guess the length. Look at that, see? The length is already going past like here. You see that? It's already hitting that. But what if I just bring it down here? Will it fit? Oh, that doesn't fit. Oh, it does fit. Oh, it fits. Just barely. Oh, okay. I got this 3080 in the slot. So, okay, height-wise, it fits. Height-wise, the 3080 here, gigabyte 3080, it fits. Obviously, this will not be able to go on top anymore. I wouldn't fit any more GPUs on there anyway with this. But the 3080, 2 PCIe, one right here and one right here. It'll fit. It's tight. Yeah, like that'll work. Like I could fit I think I can fit 4 or 5 3080s and 4 3080s in here. Yeah, I think that would be yeah, by the looks of it, I could fit 4 only. Now I could, oh man, I wish this 3080 is pretty long. I wish I had a 3090 I could try to fit in here, or a 4090. And then the power cables for most of the 4090s that I've had are in like the middle. kind of. Anyway, that'll be something I just have to think about. But at least I know this, the lengthwise, this 3080, it actually fits. I'm actually surprised this 3080 actually fits. This is a pretty long GPU, so that seems to fit in there. Okay, anyway, biggest thing I want to try out is the 3060 now. Okay, so 3060, let me just take out this. Later on in the future, once I get access to, I was thinking of building a 5070 rig, a 5070 server, and I might be able to do it, but we'll see. It depends which GPUs. Okay, so 3060s, I have 10 of them. Now I gotta populate every single PCIe slot here. So let's just put the first one in on the first slot. And that's not going in. There we go. This is really tight. Let me do that again. All right, it's pushed in. Okay, there we go. 3060 is in. Power cable is not long enough. Power cable is not long enough. That's hilarious. Okay, well, good thing I got sent a crap ton of these a while ago. Thank you to Mr. Custom Computing. These are a little bit longer, EPS to 8-pin, but it's probably a little bit too long. Okay, so here's the 8-pin on this side, and that's gonna go here. Okay, and yeah, this will go right here. Okay, all right, good. But the problem is, okay, the massive problem is, will this fit? Because the other two GPUs are gonna go on top of here. Will this fit here? Let's see. Let me lock this in. Okay, and will this close? Let's see. This is gonna, no, it doesn't close. Look at that. Look at that. The PCIe is in the way. Okay, let me think here. What if I slide the cable this way? Will it go down? No. Oh, no, that's... Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I can't push that in anymore. Okay, watch this, watch this. What if I just take this out, right? Okay, and then go here. Now it's locked in. But look, when it's locked in, the 8-pin PCIe, it's completely covered. Like, maybe I have like a 2mm space from the 8-pin here and then this cover here. Yeah, that's, oh, that sucks. So I could only do then, I can only achieve 8 3060s in here instead of the 10 having the 2 up here. Wow, I'm sad. I'm really sad now. That sucks. Wow, that sucks a lot. Just to have 8 3060s in here and that's it. I guess that's better than nothing, but oh man. Oh well. I think that's okay. This is just gonna be an 8x3060 rig. Okay. All right, that's it then. That's it. That's all we can do. You guys saw, like I can't fit it in there. It's way too tight. Way too tight. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I knew we were gonna have an issue. I knew we were gonna have an issue. We were gonna run into some issue. Just the spacing, it's just not gonna fit, you know, these GPUs, and the power connector for these 3060s are supposed to be in the back, just like the, you know, V100s or the 178Xs. The power is in the back here, so it doesn't get blocked by the top. Okay, all right. Well, that's okay. How do I take out this? How do I take out the? Oh, there's these 2 latches here. And does this cable just come out? Oh, that was easy. Okay. All right, let me do it on this side here. There's a latch here, another latch here, and I just pull it up. Nice. And that's it. Okay. Oh, that was easy. All right, well, I gotta make sure I save these, because if I ever sell these one day, well, I don't think I'm ever gonna sell these. They're gonna stay with me forever. I'm gonna keep this part. By the way, I got 2 new GPU boxes right here, and I'll open that up in another video. Crotch shot. Okay. let's go over here and let's go back to here. So, all right, so this is the room that I'm working with. Unfortunately, yeah, we can't add 2 more, so we got 8 instead of 10. Well, that's okay. Ah, that sucks. Where am I gonna put the other 2 3060s? Okay. All right, there we go. I just gotta screw that in. All right, let me get the other 7 GPUs and I'll populate them in here. And I just realized I should probably move this server to where I'm gonna put it, because it's gonna get heavy once I start populating with GPUs, put the cover on. I'm gonna have a hard time carrying this by myself. I already had a hard time carrying all 10 of these off my truck, back onto the pallet, so on and so forth. Okay, I will see you guys over there where I'm gonna put the server. Be right back. All right, I am in my networking area where I had my other 3060 or SimplePod.ai rig. There's my 3090 server, and that's fully rented out. This was almost rented out, and then it died in the morning at like 4 a.m. or something. I don't know why, but anyways, guys, let's go ahead and let's put the GPUs in. Okay, so I got it here. Oh man, I'm out of breath, man. It was this thing is heavy. Okay, it's very heavy. All right, let's put these 3060s in, 8 of them. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be 10, and that's okay, I think. Okay, the spacing looks good on these servers for these 3060s, and should be no issue putting in 8 and the cabling as well. All right, and man, I hope this server works. I really hope this server works. We got to do the U.2 drive after this, assuming it can boot into that, I hope. You know what, I should put the last GPU in first. I remember doing this with OctoMiners. All right, and then I can put the second last one in, second last slotted one. Okay, there we go. All right, beautiful. 8 3060s. Okay, that's good. Now I gotta lock them all down with the PC screws. Okay, the last screw. All right, man, the joys of building a GPU server. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy, okay? People say it's easy, but I don't think so. I think it's hard. Okay, last one screwed in. Okay, now the EPS to 8-pin PCIe. Here we go. In number 1, 2, or number 2. Already did number 1. We're gonna turn it on. Before I put the U.2 drive in, I wanna make sure this server turns on with the 8 GPUs. I don't know, I just wanna make sure it can boot in the BIOS. And then once I know that, then I'll put the U.2 NVMe drive in and see if it boots into SimplePod. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, all the PCIe are in. Looks like the lid will close just fine. I'm not adding that other attachment on top. Okay, that's it, my friends. Make sure all the fans spin freely, and they all spin freely. Okay, all right, now I am wanting to turn it on. Yes, let's turn it on. Get video out as well. So I need the keyboard, mouse, and monitor. Be right back. Monitor, ready. Keyboard is plugged in. And now I need the power. So we got the power right on the floor. All right, 1C19, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Obviously I'll plug in 3 later on. Okay, doesn't turn on obviously automatically. AC power on is not an option, or not enabled in the BIOS. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I don't see the GPUs on. Oh, it's screaming. Screaming. GPUs are not moving. I don't see the fans moving, but the server is screaming. Please wait for initialization BMC, okay? I want to see the fans move. I don't see the GPU fans move yet. Still stationary. Okay. BMC. Okay, we'll wait for it. Oh, my GoPro battery's about to die. I think I'm gonna need to fix it. Let me know if you guys enjoy this content. Let me know, and smash that like as well. Let me know if you guys appreciate the POV style of these types of videos. Oh, I just found, I have 32 gigabyte DDR4 2133 sticks. I have I think I have 16 32 gig sticks here, so I can use these on those other servers. These were from the now dead OctoMiners. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with these. So sad, man, so sad. Okay, still waiting for BMC to initialize. I don't see the fans moving, so we'll give it a bit. Oh, nope, it's going now. It's going. There we go. All right, let's see if the GPUs are moving. Nope, GPU fans are not moving. All right, it's entering setup, and yes, okay, BIOS still looks good. CPUs are there, processor core, it says 44. All right, that's good. The RAM is there as well, 131 megabytes, or that translates to, I think, 128 gigabyte. Okay, so the server booted. All right, now I'm going to get the U.2 drive. So let me turn this off. And also, let me grab I guess a drive bay, because we're gonna need to put the U.2. Let's take out the power. You know what? Let's leave the power back in. We're fine. Let's leave the power back in. Okay, let's take out one of these drives, because we need to, I'm just gonna use the first slot. And this is, well, that one's not coming out. All right, this first one's not coming out. I'm taking out the second one. Okay, let me take this, and let me put in the U.2 drive. Okay, so here it is, and then I'm gonna take this. This is the drive I had in that 3060 rig, so I'm hoping to boot off the same drive without having to reinstall anything. And okay, I need a screwdriver. Then this thing can just, the sides, I can just screw it in right there. Yeah, nice. Okay, all right, that's all screwed together. Okay, now I am going to, we got to install the U.2 drive here. So okay, I believe it goes, so it goes in like this, right? But I think it goes like this, because the SATA way, or the U.2, which is this connector here, goes down this way. So I think the orientation is going to be this way. Watch, I'm probably going to be wrong, but let's see. All right, little tricky to get the screw in here, but each side gotta put in 4. And last one. Okay, done. All right, let's put it in the server. See if it works. Oh, I'm gonna need this screwdriver just in case. Oh, this is exciting. I hope this works. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see if it slides in here. That, and there we go. Okay, I think that's in. All right, I don't think I need to go in the first slot. All right, let's see if this thing boots into SimplePod now. Okay, here we go. Power's in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Moment of truth. This thing's gonna start screaming. Okay. Since memory initialization is not doing that BMC thing anymore in the beginning, because we already did that, which is good. I didn't take out the power, so it didn't drain the battery. All right, let's see if that first drive is actually gonna show up by simply booting into it. Let's see. I'm not even gonna go in the BIOS. I'm just gonna see if it actually shows up here. Oh, I didn't plug in the network cable. Should I plug in the network cable? Let's see. Yeah, 10 gig. This is going into, yeah, my 10 gig switch. So let me plug, I should have plugged that earlier, but it's gonna go in the 10 gig NIC at the bottom here. Yeah, got a green light. Okay. Still stuck on gigabyte. Let's see if it boots in. It's gonna be real time, guys. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if it boots off the drive. Moment of truth. Yes, Ubuntu. Yes, success. Okay. I think this is the SimplePod. Yeah, SimplePod should be going in. Yes, success. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 10 gig NIC. I don't even know if that's, that doesn't look like it's working. See anything on my switch? Yeah, its lights are on the 10 gig switch. Maybe it needs to install the NIC drivers, probably. Okay, well, I need to do the VLAN and all that kind of stuff. Oh no, 10 gig is showing now. There you go. Okay, I think I need to do some configuration on SimplePod. Let me just see here. Are the GPUs turning? No, the GPUs are not turning. And I don't see the initialize where I enter in my email. Let me refresh here, and nope, still doesn't show. So that's probably because the IPs have changed. Yeah, let me work on that. I know. Anyways, guys, I mean, it booted. I think that's good. So let me work on the IP stuff, and that I can't show OPSEC wise. I don't want to dock some stuff. So I'll be right back. Let me work on the network and see what's happening. Okay, so I was able to get a 3060 to show up on SimplePod. It works. So actually, over the past like couple days, I've had a lot of trouble here because initially they weren't showing up, and that was because these PCIe cables that I have here, well, actually, they are reverse EPS on this one. Reverse EPS to PCIe. So this side is good, but this side is not. So these Gigabyte servers are just regular EPS. They are not reverse EPS. So yeah, these would not work into the 3060s. So luckily, I did have some veteran miner PCIe, EPS to PCIe cables, but they're only to 6-pin PCIe. So I had to get an adapter that goes into 8-pin PCIe, and then it worked. So I am trying to look for more just, I guess, EPS to PCIe cables somewhere. They're kind of hard to get. I did see some legit like OEM like Gigabyte ones, but they're like $30 each or something crazy. So yeah, that's something I'm figuring out later. You can see here I do have a 3090 Ti in here. I just wanted to see if it fits. I mean, it fits just perfect. Like, I can close the lid, but unfortunately I cannot get the new 16-pin connector into the back here. I mean, it feels like there's room, but it's going to definitely stretch and bend, and I don't think that's good. I think top end, like the new H12 or 12 HPWR connector would be at the top, would be much better. I would still have ample room to close the lid. So yeah, this 3090 Ti does not fit. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to I'm gonna end it off here. This video is probably long enough. The server works. The GPU that I tested it does work. So I'm waiting till I get more of these like adapters here, 6-pin to PCIe for the 3060s. Then I can get all 8 in and turn her on. So I'll do that for the next video. You guys let me know your thoughts. That was long enough. Oh man, at least the processors and RAM does work and shows up in the BIOS. So that's all well and good. Okay, my friends, let me know your thoughts. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Still storing your crypto on exchanges? That's risky. This is the Red Panda Tangem card. Simple, secure, and built for real self-custody. No seed phrases, no complicated setups. Just tap your card, manage your crypto, and you're in control instantly. Secure chip technology keeps your assets protected, even offline. I've tested a lot of hardware wallets, and this is by far one of the easiest ways to get started. If you want true ownership of your crypto, check out the Red Panda Tangem card below. Simple, secure, self-custody. Use code RPM for another 10% off. Link in the video description below.